The full official trailer for Doors Floor 2 has officially released, and with the update coming on August 30, we've got a lot of new mysteries to analyze. So let's jump inside Doors Floor 2 full trailer. The trailer starts with our camera right in front of door 113, which also confirms that in floor 2, we won't start from door 0 again, but rather from door 100, most probably having to make it to door 200. We can then see one of the players going through the door, while having some new items and decorations around us. I'm talking about the metal box and the glow stick item that has been already confirmed to be an item in floor 2. However, while the players were running, the lights started to flicker, and you know what that means. We can then see our actual POV following the other player in front of us, while being in a flooded room. Seems like the water is not that deep, so we will be able to just walk through it. However, as the lights continue to flicker when we enter a new long room, we start to hear a familiar sound. One of the players quickly hides inside the locker, but our POV does not manage to find one in time, and Rush appears and kills him. This confirms that Rush will be back in floor 2. However, one thing that I've noticed about Rush is that whenever the lights flicker, he actually comes from the front, not from the back like he does in floor 1. An interesting little update that has been added to Rush. But this next scene really confuses me a lot. We can see the moon in the sky, in the darkness. However, this time we can see Bacon Hair looking at the moon, but that's not even all. It looks like he's under the water as well, seeing his swimming animations and bubbles around him. But how would we even be able to be underwater and still be able to see the moon if we're inside a giant cave in the mines? It doesn't make sense for us to be able to see the moon, unless Floor 2's ending will present the player escaping the mines and somehow arriving back on top of the land outside the hotel. But let's not forget that the moon we see isn't just a moon inside the game. This moon also represents one of the 3 spirits from Doors, guiding light. This moon might not be the actual moon from the sky, but it could be a symbol of guiding light, the only good and helpful spirit out of the 3. But let's go to the action now. These next scenes reveal a lot more about the Floor 2 caves. This clip is actually from the other Doors Floor 2 teaser that we've got 4 weeks ago, and we can see one of the players climbing on the ladder, but we can also see that our POV has the new item that everybody talks about, the glow stick. The next scene shows the POV walking around the caves with a flashlight. However, we can also see a pretty big room in front of us. We can't really see what's inside of it, but we can see that one of the players is inside that room, looking at something. Following that, we can see the 2 players continuing to explore the caves, until something that appears to be a spider web falls on the head on one of the players, most probably making him blind for a few seconds. But this next part looks like it's from another game. We can see a giant room, but this time it's covered with red darkness. We can also see some sort of tiny volcanoes that are on the floor, but the main thing that we should focus on is this player in front of us. We can see something that falls from the roof on top of his head, and he then immediately catches on fire and explodes everywhere. This could be some sort of boss fight that we might need to defeat. But these next scenes are even crazier. Our POV is now riding a minecart dodging obstacles, then we can see eyes once again while running to hide in a locker. This next scene is somewhat creepy. We can see a big machine that needs a code to be entered, but on the left side, we can see a lot of Screech entities dead, one on top of the other. So looks like something is down here killing all of them. We can then see a generator that needs some sort of lights or batteries in order to be turned on, and in this scene, we can see what looks like to be a new entity, some sort of giant flies that are flying around and actually killed one of the players, which is insane. But for the end, we have our POV walking up to a metal fence until the roof in front of him breaks and Figure falls right in front of us. And this also confirms that Figure will be returning in floor 2, most probably as a boss fight once again. But that's not where the video ends. LSplash added a little sneak peek of something huge after the end of the video. We can see a cave that also has a deep and huge lake inside of it, and weird sounds are starting to come out of it, until a giant tentacle comes out of it along with a huge face with massive teeth. And that is most probably our biggest and hardest boss fight that we'll have to defeat in this floor. Forget about Figure, forget about all the others. This thing will take all of us down one by one. And this is the end of the analysis. If you did enjoy, please leave a like to the video, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.